So I had a call today, and that was what shocked me was we have an investor who's, he's invested in one of our deals, and he's calling me with questions that I look at, and I'm like, that is not like people. I almost wanted to hang up the phone and be like, there's so many uneducated people out here. It's scary because there are people that, like you said, like whether you did land, whether you did wholesaling, what a small multifamily, large multifamily, mobile home parks, whatever it is, some people get so infatuated in one thing and they can't think outside the box, or they have no idea. Like, oh, how do you find out if something's not going right? Well, like that's, you're either going to know or you're not going to know, and you're going to know too late. But
well, I think there's also a lot of people that are in a lot of the business, a lot of the asset classes, especially multifamily, are hiding behind spreadsheets. So that's I told him on the phone. I said his exact question was, how do you get that repairs and maintenance unit? I was told it should have been this. I'm like, that's not. Just go do it. Then you'll really learn what the repairs and maintenance number is, because it's not 250. And he's like, well, your CapEx below the line. Like, do you just spend that money wherever you want? I was like, no. The bank's going to take part of that. They reserve per month. It's not like you could just do whatever you want to do, and your spreadsheet's only going to show you this snapshot. Sure.
It
also fluctuates.
That's at the end of the conversation, I said, listen, I budgeted $500 a door in repair and maintenance. Could it be 600? Absolutely.
You could have 3 months of 800, and then all of a sudden you did the right work and the right CapEx, and then you're down to 300, and you average out.
Just because I put in 1,100 for this doesn't mean it might be, 1,200. It might be 1,300, but this number might be lower. I said, those numbers are not set in stone. If you miss, it's over. I said, this is a bad way to put it, but you rob from Peter and pay Paul. It's just, if your water bill is your water bill, if it's a little bit lower than you expected, that's great. That money can go towards this. So it's not set in stone. And that's what all the books teach you, is use this number. But that doesn't work that way. And that's the thing that.
And you can overdo your number too. Like if you based on the asset class, if it's an A class that's been built right and not like the wrong type of PECs, like you can have very low R&M. Yes. So if you use 500, you're like, how come I'm not getting this deal?
Exactly. Yeah, you're off. But that's the thing that I think most people don't. They want to hide behind a spreadsheet and or blame the spreadsheet for not doing things. When I know Chris and I know your partner also was on our podcast early episode. Don't know which one, but you guys have done, like I said, 5 unit, 8 unit, a bunch of single family stuff, multifamily, small multifamily, larger multifamily, but. Now you found your groove, and it's only 300s, and I could tell from experience and knowing Chris, it's 300 with a shit ton more experience than just 300 units that they're working on. I mean,
we sold about 100. We have about 500 unit experience, but it's more about 5 full cycle multifamily deals. Yeah, from finding the deal, raising the money, running the deal, executing the business plan, and then ultimately disposition, return of capital, and return.
You gotta change up your introduction.
Yeah, but your introduction made you seem like you've never done this before. And I wanted to be like, whoa, no. It's Chris is one of the guys, and when we, it's hey, you free? He'll call me. He's like, I have to complain about a lender. Have you ever had this? Have you had this problem? But no, you guys come in with significantly, a much more well-vetted operator, sponsor than most.
Well, right, because right now it's very easy. Also, it's the unit count game. So, yeah, I mean, that's why, to me, that doesn't matter. Like, I know my experience, and our investors know our experience, but, like, unit count is really actually not even meaningful to me at all.
It's completely irrelevant. I've said it on this show numerous times. The 2 deals we're closing now, we put a new page in our book, and it showed like 4,500 units. That fucking page, like, blew open the doors. People were so impressed by that. I'm like, guys, that means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, yes, it's nice to look at it on paper, and I'm not trying to downplay anything we've done, but that, that doesn't necessarily, it's, the fastest to 1,000 wins. No, that's not the case. Fastest to 5,000. It's irrelevant. I know sponsors out there that have done tens and thousands of deals, and they are dumber today, and they're doing shit that they should not do. I know guys that are buying deals sight unseen because one of their students sent them a deal.
Yeah.
And they're buying deals. They're just buying them.
Well, also because they have the prowess of the large unit count. There's a lot of money coming from various asset management fees, so it feels like it can be looser when it shouldn't.
Exactly.
I do think part of it, though, is it's not just 4,500 units. It was 4,500 units and 8 deals sold.
Well, yeah, no.
Correct.
I think that was probably also a big part. It wasn't like, hey, we've bought 4,500 units and we haven't sold anything. I think that's
Right, you have full cycle, and also the biggest piece.
That's where I was saying. With you got to update your intro. It's
full cycle.
We acquired 500. We've sold off this many, and we've hit this return. That's significantly better. Than we managed 300.
No, but full cycle is important because that's what I get all the time. And you're right. It was wow, that's a lot. But how have you done so many transactions in this period of time? And it's, maybe that deal. I mean, I know for a fact we sold a deal that if we would have held it longer, probably would have returned more money. But at that time, at that snapshot in time, it made no sense to hold it
because you have a fiduciary responsibility to your investors when you're looking forward and you're grabbing a 5-year IRR hit in the second year.
That's it. You're hitting your number now. That's what you told people. Deliver it. Yes. Monday morning quarterback, right? Mm-hmm. The first deal I ever bought is sold for 2.7. I sold it at 1.8.
Right.
3 years later, but it didn't mean it had to go that way. Very well could have been looking backwards and said, "Oh shit, should have sold that deal." And now we're underwater here, over leveraged here. But that's where we've I wouldn't do anything different that I've done. I'd sold every deal. I might even sell deals that we sold at lower prices if we got those offers or when they came in. But I have no that I would say that's what people were more impressed with.